Well, you guys know I love all things Asian. And so, of course, I had to make some new Asian journals. I hadn't made any journals in a while, and I really wanted to work with the different fabrics and different things that I had. So, these are basically made out of cloth, the covers, and they're pretty much the same inside, just a few different maybe pictures that are in there, but I'll go through them real quickly. The closure here is put down or connected to a broken piece of fan, and so that's what I've used here to secure it down. It just loops around and falls down here, and it is secured with a piece of bamboo, and then I have some of the shibori Japanese tie-dyed fabric here on the end, and then just a couple of beads, and then a Asian coin that I put there. In the front, it's real open, it's very simply like that. You move these over a little bit. Here in the front, I did a collage of Asian fabrics that I had, and then just a piece of script, just to give it a little bit of a highlight from just having all fabric. All right, so let me move this over and we'll open this up. And again, this is all fabric. And so you have two pockets here on the side, and you have little areas, little tuck spots. Those of you that are familiar with my journals, I like to put the things loose in the journal so that you can, make it your own. But I do like to follow the theme of the different papers or ephemeras or printouts or whatever I put in there, so that you can incorporate it, yourself into the journal. So they'll all have something a little bit different, but obviously still going with the theme, and that you can play around with and put in your journal. So like I said, on either side here you have a pocket, and I have a piece of origami, a little girl I made, and then back here is a place for you to write, and you can open this up, you can take these out, you can put them in your journal, or you can just use this for journaling, and then you can always replace with new paper if you want, if you just use this for note taking. Then you open this up, and here is some more of the shibori fabric, and all I've done is tacked it down with some black masking tape, so you can lift it up and take it out and use it if you want to use it, for tabs or sew it in or other projects, whatever it is you decide to do. Now, in each one of these flaps, it houses a traveler's notebook, an insert. The insert itself is pamphlet stitched, but it is secured in here with elastic, so they can be removed, replaced, or taken out if you work with mixed media. So you have one here, and you have one here. So you have two, and each one of these have 50 sides to each one. Here you have some little pockets where I've just put, again, some different pieces of either papers or fabrics that I think that you could incorporate into your journal. And those of you that saw me do some of my jelly plate printing, you can see some of the papers that I did with the metallics. Those I put back here, and then I also incorporated them in just some little single little booklets that you can write on. And these are fantastic if you have a white pen or the metallic pens. They look really cool when you write on the black, so you can use that way. And again, you know, I've done little pieces of origami here and there that I put the little girls. And here are just some papers that you can use to glue down in your book or in other projects. And in here I have some little small pictures that you could use as either tabs or to glue down in your traveler's notebook. And each one has the same amount, maybe different pictures, but they all have the same thing basically. And then that can go in here. Now if you notice here, these have pockets here and also the large pocket in the back, so you can put things at multiple levels. So let me show you just real quick. The pages here are very simple, ready for you to do whatever you want to do, but I have incorporated, you know, some Asian ephemera that I've had or been given to me and made some copies. I also did some stamping here and there. And you know, things like these, you can actually tear them out and, you know, use them in your journal if you wanted to. I've done that. I'm not shy about tearing my stuff apart. It's yours. You get to do whatever you want. Surprise, surprise. Oops, that one isn't in there. I guess I just set that in. We'll just put that back here. All right. And this one, you know, same amount of pages, just a little different things that are put in there, but same theme. So you have a lot of places to journal or glue or draw or whatever it is that you do. And what I like about this a lot is that, you know, the whole thing folds out, lays flat. You know, you don't have a problem when you want to work in it, and then it just all very nicely folds up. And there you go. You just wrap this around. These little tags here has the names for the journals. That doesn't have to stay there, obviously. And there you go. So I have 4 of these. I'll go through them very, very quickly. There's just, like I say, just a little bit that's different. The front collage is different, and then some of the papers. So this one is Makiko. I've given them some Japanese names in case, you know, for whatever reason there's one that you like more than the other. This is Asuka, and this is the collage in the front of this one. And the fabrics in here, they do vary. I think you use 2 or 3 different fabrics. But as you can see, the rest of it is pretty much the same. These pictures are all different. They're not the same in any one. And I used pretty much the same papers in each one of the little travel notebook part of it. The origami pieces might be different, and some of these prints obviously are all different because the nature of jelly printing, they're not the same. Here's some more. Okay, so that one is Asuka. Be easier when that little piece of paper is off. But I thought that was the best way for me to stabilize it and remember what the names are. And this one is Kasumi. And here is the collage in the front. Different papers in there to play with. Each one has those little small ones I showed you before in the little glassine bag. And then the last one is a Katsuko, or Katsuko. I don't know where the accent is on that. I think it's at the first syllable, right? In Japanese. And here is the other collage. Same fabrics, some of the origami, some printouts, traveler's notebook, origami, things to play with. You get the idea by now. But these were so much fun to make. And again, they're so easy to use. Look how everything just lays out, you know, just perfectly flat, no matter what you want to do with it. So that I really like about this. And so there you go. So these will be in my Etsy shop, and I'll put them by their name. So in case there's a particular one you like more than the other, there will be the names, and those names will be in the listing. So as always, I've enjoyed having these with me, but it's time for them to have a new home, and I really hope that new home is with you.